Today we are going to have a topic about our parents, how to honor our parents, how to love our parents, how to respect our parents, okay? And this is being taught in Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. Okay? So I need you to listen to the audio first. Then I will explain.
Bible verses explained. Exodus 20:12. Honor your father and your mother. Honor your father and your mother, so that you may live a long time in the land that Jehovah your God is giving you. Exodus 20:12, New World Translation. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Exodus 20:12, King James Version. Meaning of Exodus 20:12. God commanded the ancient Israelites to honor their parents. By adding a promise to the command, he gave an additional incentive for obeying it. Although God's law to the Israelites, called the Mosaic Law, is no longer binding, his standards have not changed. The principles underlying God's law still apply and are therefore important to Christians. Children, young and old, honor their parents when they respect and obey them. Even when grown children later have families of their own, they continue to take a loving interest in their parents. For example, they ensure that their parents are well cared for in their old age, even giving them financial help when needed. Note that Israelite children had to honor both their father and their mother, thus recognizing the mother's important role in the family. Children today should do the same. The command to honor one's parents has always had limits. Israelite children were not to obey their parents or any other human if doing so meant disobeying God. Likewise today, Christians obey God as rather than men. Acts 5:29. In the law God gave to Israel, he promised that children who honored their parents would live a long time and prosper in their God-given land. Deuteronomy 5:16. They would not suffer the penalty that came upon grown children who ignored God's law and rebelled against their parents. Time has not changed the principles behind those laws. Whether young or old, we are accountable to our Creator. And true to his promise, children who obey him and their parents will have a long life. In fact, they have the hope of living forever. Context of Exodus 20:12. The command at Exodus 20:12 occupies a significant position in the 10 Commandments, or 10 words. The commands preceding it define the Israelites' obligations to God, such as their need to worship only him. The commands following it define their obligations to fellow humans, including the commands to be faithful to one's spouse and not to steal. Thus, the command to honor your father and your mother has been viewed as a natural bridge between the two sets of requirements.
Okay, so that was the explanation of Exodus 20:12. The way he was explaining it, it shows that this is something which is very important in someone's life or in our lives, because it has been talked about in all books, almost all books, very many books. That's why he was reading for you Deuteronomy, Ephesians, Timothy, Acts, everywhere they're talking about our parents. Some of us do not respect our parents. Very many people, they don't respect their parents. They don't value their parents in life. But after, when the parents are gone, that's when you'll be like, oh, I wish I did this for my parent. I wish I did this for my parent. But God, or let me talk about the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments, they say, you shall honor your parents. You shall respect your parents, because they are the God on this earth. The parents are the God we have on this earth. Okay. The commandments preceding it define the Israel's obligation to God, such as their need to worship only him. The commandments following Exodus chapter 20, verse 12 specifically talks about our parents. Okay, the role of a parent, who a parent is in our life, because we're in this world because of them. Yes, we're in this world because of God, because God gifted us to our parents. But if it wasn't for our parents, we would have been in this world. If you disrespect your parent, it's like you're disrespecting God. Okay, Exodus chapter 20. It talks about, if you start from verse 1 to verse 17, you will see that these are all 10 commandments. Okay. It talks about non-stealing. We are talking about the 10 commandments, okay? Non-stealing, not cheating on someone's spouse, so there are very many. If we talk about the 10, I'm sure everyone knows about the 10 commandments, but from Exodus chapter 20, from verse 1 to verse 17, is specifically talking about the 10 commandments, okay? And that's when we have one which specifically talks about honoring our parents, the use of our parents in our lives, why that is very important. Why? If a parent curses you, that curses had to go. Okay? Parents, they're not all that perfect. Nobody's perfect in this world, but a parent should remain a parent. Nevertheless, however misunderstandings you have, learn to forgive. I'm bringing in forgiving, although it's not part of the topic, but forgiving is very crucial in our life. It's very, very important in our life. So some people may disrespect their parents just because they pissed them off. Maybe they did something wrong to them, but at the end of it all, a parent should remain a parent. A parent deserves a certain level of respect. I hope we've learned something from this, and wish you all the best. And may God bless you all. May God bless us all. Wish you all the best.